right, man. I'm XO Dreamcatcher, and who are we with?
Adam Hunter, man.
Hell yeah, man. Where you
Adam.
from?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Representing all day, yes sir. Puget Sound, Northwest.
How's life over there, man?
Yeah, it's been a while since I lived up there, bro, to be honest with you. I've been in Arizona for about 14 years now, you know, so I know it's changed a lot. I go visit, but I can't speak on the day-to-day. I know growing up, it was nice, man. It's real soulful, a lot of hip-hop culture, a lot of rock culture. You know what I mean? It's a real soulful place, a real inclusive place, so you get all kind of different personality types. You know, a lot of people just come together naturally, so that's what I dug about it growing up. I hear it's not so much like that anymore.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong about that, but you know, that's what I love about it, you know?
So you're a fan of the New Mexico scene too?
Oh, no, that's just Native American, right? So
okay.
Yeah, I get that a lot. And I'll tell people, nah, just look a little lower, you'll see the Puget Sounds at.
Yeah.
I've never even been in New Mexico, to be honest. I need to pop over there living in Arizona.
Yeah.
So close, bro. It's no excuse. But yeah, it's definitely just repping the native side of my culture, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so cool on the cheese out of the East Coast, out of South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it like over there?
It's different, man. It's real different. A lot of my family, actually all of my family's from the South, except for me and my brother, somehow born in the Northwest, right? So we're the offshoots. But it's, you know, different culture. That Southern hospitality is a very real thing. People, you know, invite you for dinner. You have to make it, every day you have to make a choice of who you eat dinner with, basically. You know, it's humid. Another place where it's real soulful in a different way. You know, it actually, you hear like a lot of deep, like more country and stuff like that. I'm not a country fan, but I've heard some stuff in the South from like quote unquote underground cats that kind of changed my mind on the art form. I'm like, I didn't even know it could sound like this. I'm so used to the commercial stuff. So it's different, man, but I like it out there. It's just a little too humid for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And what's the first song you ever written? What's the first song you ever released?
First song I ever wrote, it actually didn't even have a name, bro. So I was watching, you remember All That back in the day on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah. So they would have the musical guests at the end. And I remember, I don't even know the name of the group, but I remember Kel rapped with one of them. And I remember just mirroring my verse after his of changing the lyrics and just kind of going through it. I was like 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First song I ever released? Yeah, I guess it depends what you say release, you know what I'm saying? Me and my boy were on a mixtape back in the day. We were young bucks. This is almost like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? That was on the Coast to Coast Volume 2. I know they're in Volume 100 something now, I think, but that was on the Volume 2 edition. So I say that it was called, what the hell was that song called? This Is Life. That's what it was called. You can tell, bro, when you go through it, the mix is different, but you can hear the ideas and the lyrics and everything's there. But you could tell we were growing. You hear what we do now versus then, night and day.
And so you got a new group?
It's not new. I've been in the group. So my boy Phil Real, shout out to Phil Real. Been friends with him since high school. We started doing music together in 05. He was producer, I was MC. About 2011, we decided to group up. He was getting tired of not being able to find MCs to rap on his stuff. Said he was going to do it and asked me if I wanted to just crew up. So we kind of changed the dynamic like that, called New Age X. We got actually 4 projects that we released. The Dawning was on Dat Piff, is a mixtape. We got to find a new platform since Dat Piff's kind of on a sabbatical right now. But then we got Into the Fifth Dimension, we got Planet X, and then we just released our Great Disruption. It's like our best of the first 10 years kind of thing.
So what would you say the music's mainly about?
I call it overground hip hop, man. It's about like elevating your mind and your vibration, really. You know what I mean? He even puts frequencies that have to do with like elevating chakras underneath the beat. You don't really hear them, but really it's about just elevating minds, making people think and vibing out. You know what I mean? It's real conscious, real lyrical. The topics will range, you know what I mean? But it's always on something to try to help, you know, provoke thought, you know?
And who are your inspirations, and when's the first time you got starstruck?
Inspirations, I'm here tonight for a reason. Masta Ace is one of my all-time favorites, man. But like I like Royce the 5'9" a lot, Rakim, you know what I mean? Cats like that, you know, Big Daddy Kane, the more lyrical cats, you know. In the more modern times, obviously Kendrick and Cole are sick. I'm liking what like Coach Contra's doing. They're inspiring me in a way of like seeing the revival. You know what I mean? It's like for a while, bro, I kind of felt like hip hop was hopeless. Like the whole spirit of it was lost. And I'm seeing some of these younger kids now embracing the vibe and pushing it to the point where we get really good. So they're inspiring in the more modern sense, you know. So shots to them, shots to everybody who's paved the way. But there's some standouts for sure, man.
Who did you get starstruck by? That you met?
I met Zumbi from Zion I. My group, among my old groups, the West Style Virus, back in 2009. We opened a show for him and the Mighty Underdogs, which is Gift of Gab and Khalif. Rest in peace to Get the Gab and Zumi, bro. Those are two of my heroes. Get the Gab also in Black Delicious, so might be a more familiar group for people to refer to. But I had to walk up. I don't normally, when I open for somebody or see somebody around, I don't go up and say what's up. It's just cool, I saw him or whatever. Zumbi, I had to walk up like, yo man, I want to personally thank you for the music. You know, you've affected me and helped shape my artistry and how I think in a lot of ways. I wish Amp Live was there, I would have said the same thing, you know, but yeah, bro, that's the first time, and one of the only times, honestly, bro. I met with Sanam Silla from Binary Star too. He came up to me one day talking about my hat at one of their shows. Wow. I was like, oh shit! It was just, that was more getting caught off guard by somebody you respect and admire. But yeah, bro, it don't happen too often, you know.
And who's your favorite basketball player?
GP's one of them. Gary Payton, I say it's a tie between him and Sean Kemp for all time. But I gotta say Jordan, I think, is the greatest. They're my favorites for biased reasons at home. But yeah, man.
You ever meet any of them?
Nah, I never met them. I met Dale Ellis as a kid. He was on the Suns. He's the only NBA player I really ever ran into like that, you know. I gotta put KD in there too, though. Kevin Durant. Yeah. For like modern players, you know. He's a Sonic. He was the last big draft pick we had, you know. So.
Yeah, during Super Bowl weekend, I got to meet Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, T-Mac, I got some T-Mac, some of his kicks, bro. Yeah. T-Mac was the man. When he did, was that 13 points in 37 seconds when he was on the Rockets? Yeah. Bro, T-Mac at his peak, one of the untouchables, bro.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he even pitched, bro. Play some minor league baseball.
Damn.
Yeah. T-Mac, nothing but respect for him, bro.
And what's your worst fear?
My worst fear is, I mean, I was, for a while, hip-hop never coming back to his greatness, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I say my worst fear is just watching the world deteriorate the way it is socially in a lot of ways, and it never corrected and just progressing. You know, we're in a social media age, a lot of unprecedented things that we have no studies on, no nothing about the effects. So my greatest fear, I guess, is just that a great disconnect keeps happening, you know? I hope stuff like this, man, you know, function with hip hop and people, you walking up saying what's up and chopping it up. We need more stuff like that, bro. More people to bring us together, you know?
And what movie do you wish you could have made?
What?
What movie you wish you could have made?
What movie do I wish I could have made? That's the next question. I would probably say like probably the first Matrix movie, bro.
I got to meet Keanu Reeves recently.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Where at?
He was a nice dude, man.
Where'd you meet him?
Crescent Ballroom.
Word. What's he doing over
there? With his band Dog Star.
That's dope, bro. Keanu's another one where I would probably get starstruck. I don't get starstruck too much, but more so because of like the pantheon the dude's in, but how he's just a human, right? He just takes the public transit, helping people out. So he's a real humble dude, you know? So nothing but respect. That had to be dope.
And would you be Godzilla or King Kong?
Well, I'd probably be Godzilla, man.
I got to meet the Japanese suit actors.
For real?
Yeah.
Where? Were you in Japan? My brother lives in Tokyo.
I met them in LA a few months back.
That's sick. You talking about for the new movies or for like
No, for the original.
That's sick. Yo, some of those movies crack me up. You know the scene where the flying kick where he's like sliding on his tail? Yeah. They're using it in memes a lot, bro. Those old suits crack me up, dog. That's what I pick Godzilla, man. He gets to go down in the ocean, got the radiation breath and all of that. He's ancient, amazing. You know. King Kong, we already know what happens to him. Yeah. You know.
And what cartoon character would you be?
I'll probably say Huey from the Boondocks, bro.
Oh, he's a legend.
Yeah. I've always identified with him, kind of talking this shit, standing off to the side on the fringes, watching the world kind of burn and trying to figure it out, you know. But also, if it's gonna burn, sometimes like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna be on my own. And he got a little brother that, you know, my little brother's not like Riley, but their little age difference reminds me of my brother too. So, you know.
Yeah. Does he play sports too?
My brother?
Yeah.
No, he's actually an actor and a model over in Japan. He's moving to Australia pretty soon to take up some stuff over there. But yeah, he's been in movies, TV shows. I couldn't pronounce them, bro. Yeah. They're Japanese movies. Like he did one recently where, I don't know if it's kind of like their version of Rocky. Yeah. He was like the big bad guy that the guy had to fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So he's done stuff like that. He's done stuff like you pop up in a store, you might see him on some fitness equipment, one of those cutouts. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. I'm proud of him, bro. But yeah, we'll see what his next chapter does in Australia. It sounds like he's got more opportunities for bigger roles. So
you've been to both places?
Have not. I'm gonna go visit him in Australia, and my goal is to take a trip with him to Japan where we're both visiting. You know what I mean? So he can show me around. Obviously speaking the language fluently, I'm not going to need a translator or anything like that, you know. So, but yeah, I want to go with him there, and then I also want to hit Thailand because that's like their tropical getaway.
Yeah.
So I want to hit that too. Go see that part of the world.
That would be amazing. Hang with the kangaroos.
Hang with what?
Hang with the kangaroos.
Exactly, bro. In the wallabies.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Which horror movie character would you be?
If I was a horror movie character, who the hell would I be as a horror movie character? That's interesting, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe Candyman, bro. It's the only brother I can think of that's the bad guy in the horror.
I met him. I met Tony Todd.
Damn, bro.
He's so nice.
Hey, I'm not
man.
surprised though the way you just walked up and introduced yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you run into a lot of people. Yeah, I might say Candyman.
He's amazing. One of the nicest people.
I only show up if you put my name in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk about me, I'm gonna leave you alone.
And how you feel about like a lot of the new school people like Lil Durk, Polo G, Lil TJ, you know, people like that. Lil Baby.
So I've heard a good number of them. Some of the names you said are familiar, some aren't. I would know some of the music off the top, but I've mixed feelings, man. I think there's some good talent out there, guys that can rhyme.
Yeah.
I think right now it's more about following trends and being reactive instead of proactive and original, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to assess what their talent really is. 'Cause I don't know if some of them are just dumbing it down to make it.
Yeah.
You see flashes. I heard a YG track one time. I forget, it was the last track on one of his albums from a few years ago. I cannot think of the name off the top of my head, but it was so different than the rest of his tracks. I was like, I want more of that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was capable of that. The beat had a soulful ass sample to it.
Yeah.
Bars was crazy, telling stories. I was like, yo, where's this been the whole time, bro?
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of cats that could do it. So it disappoints me to not see it and see the game in the form right now where it's more about the money and the image, and they'll try to fit the music in last instead of the music coming first, you know? So I got respect for him because it's all a hustle, you know? But I think sometimes too on the topic matters, bro. Like we gotta stop talking about the murder this, murder that, you know? Even if you live in it, bro. Like, you only provoke more people to live it, you know? So that would be my one little critique as far as subject matter. Let's keep it more something that's gonna push the community and the whole culture forward. You know what I'm saying?
And what superhero would you be?
Superhero, man. It's hard not to say Black Panther. Rest in peace to King T'Challa. Damn, bro. It's hard not to say Black Panther, bro. To be honest, he's a king. He knows all hella languages. He's been trained his whole life, lives in a secret tech hub. So I guess I gotta be T'Challa. Call me to Chatham, bro.
Yeah, Akon wants to make a real Wakanda.
We'll see. The only thing I've seen so far is that little block, the little meme. I don't even know if that's real, but that's the only thing I've seen so far.
Would you visit if it became a reality?
If I'm allowed to, bro, they're going to tattoo that little glowing thing on my lip and let me in. I'll do it, though. I would do it.
And how about, would you be a dragon, beast, or undersea creature?
Oh, what?
Dragon, beast, or undersea creature?
Damn, bro. I'll probably say dragon. That's more mythical. You know, you fly. Some of them live by the water. I don't know if they can swim or not, but at least they can fly to the water if I want to see it, you know?
I love the dragon in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, what's it? Chiron?
Yeah.
Chiron?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Shenron?
Yeah, Shenron. Yeah.
Chiron's my friend's son. Shenron, that's the name. Yeah, bro. I used to love DBZ.
And how would you change the world?
If I had any kind of thing I could do to change the world, I mean, loving this music, I'll be honest with you, man. I have a theory that music is the most powerful frequency manipulation on the planet, right?
Yeah.
So if I could change anything, I would tweak the music to be more creative, more uplifting and positive. I think the trickle down and the effect of that would be incalculable. You know what I'm saying? So that would be what I would do. Plus, it makes the vibe better.
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that because I feel like my favorite songs from all artists are always the ones that have the most inspiration. Like Lil Durk did All My Life with Kendrick Lamar, and that was a fucking hit because it was like inspirational, relatable. Like it's a deep, deep song.
I'm gonna see that's one of them ones where you probably felt like how I did with that YG track. I gotta check that one out. I didn't know they did a track together. So sometimes I be unplugged, bro. I don't even know who's working with who. So it's nice to be surprised by stuff like that. What'd you say the name of the track was?
All My Life, Lil Durk featuring Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, I'm gonna peep that, bro. So I'm willing to give these cats a chance, you know, but it's just hard for me to plug in. I'm more on this vibe. The Masta Ace, the 90s, 2000s underground scene is like, that's it for me.
The movies were different too in that time.
Oh yeah, not as many remakes, man. Everything's a remake. I'm a gamer too. I see a lot of remakes. I'm not mad at some of them, right? But the rush to get that dollar kills creativity and originality. Even like stuff where they're retrofitting characters to be a different race, a gender, or whatever. I'm like, yo, you're missing an opportunity to create an original character, man. Like, we need more of that. It's gonna get stale after a while.
That's true.
And you see with Marvel, I used to love those movies.
Yeah.
I ain't been to one since the Endgame because I'm like, how you gonna follow this? I just don't see the path to getting me hyped for it, you know?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen one since, you know? If they would have come out with some new shit, like original, instead of continuing that, I'd probably be more intrigued, you know?
Which video game character would you be?
Who I would be? I don't know. The one I relate to and always kind of like, I guess my dude Kratos, man.
Oh, Kratos, I love God of War.
Yeah, Kratos is the man, especially what they're doing with the more modern ones.
Yeah.
He's not just an angry dude trying to get revenge on guys. It's layers and layers. You see him with his son, you see him growing into being a father and letting go. It gets deep with it, bro. And I respect it because, you know, the dude's a strong individual, but he's had a hard-ass life, and I can definitely go with that, right? You got all this capability, you're a strong motherfucker, you can move the fucking world. But the path you took, bro, you had to move the world to even get to ground level, right?
That's true.
So that's why I fuck with Kratos.
They need to make a live-action movie with that.
They better do it right, though. That's my only thing.
How about The Rock as Kratos?
The Rock is Kratos?
Yeah.
I think it could work. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else right now off the top of my head that I would cast.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the voice.
Yeah.
Kratos' voice is distinct.
Yeah.
I don't know if The Rock is a deep enough voice, but you know it's The Rock, right?
Yeah.
You smell what Kratos is cooking, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it's the best first choice.
Yeah.
If I can think of someone else, we'll see. But that would be fire, bro. With today's effects, if they made a movie, would you want it to be more the Greek mythology or the Norse mythology?
I think a mix of both.
Watch the transition.
Yeah.
That would actually be fire to watch how he got there, because they don't have that.
Yeah.
You just kind of get the new one. They kind of backtrack and tell you a little bit, but that would be fire movie.
That would be amazing.
Hell yeah.
And where would you do a show? Space station, hell, heaven, end of the world, underwater?
Yeah. Oh man, end of the world probably, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you know, you sending up. It's almost like you helping sense the souls off into the next dimension. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you providing the frequency and the vibration that's happening.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that it might happen in my lifetime with the way shit is. So I wouldn't want a better way of going out personally. But just fuck it, let's vibe. You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you feel about like the Egyptians? Like they bury all their belongings with them and take them in the afterlife. Do you think that's how it works?
I mean, I don't know, because the Egyptians do a lot of shit that we can't catch up with today, right?
Yeah.
So I think there might be something to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if there's anything like material-wise that means that much where I want to take it to the next world with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe if it was something like, say they know they're going to have to be equipped with something, right? You show up and you need some protection. Yeah. Maybe it was something like that, like, all right, man, I'm finna go to this dimension, make sure my spirit's in this motherfucker, you know? But unless it's something like that, I'll start over, you know? It'd be cool if you could bring souls and individuals with you, but I ain't gonna lock them in my tomb when I die, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man, it's always been an interesting concept, and how ornate those tombs are too. Yeah. And they're never meant to be entered, even though people break the seal and
that's fucking crazy.
Violate that shit.
They never find the bodies either, though.
They found some interesting ones though. They had one called the Tomb of the Visitor.
Yeah.
And they found like supposedly a non-human entity in the tomb.
That's crazy.
And that was what the whole story was, where they named it the Tomb of the Visitor.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's some interesting stuff. I really wish I could go back in time and see Egypt at its peak, right?
Yeah.
Like, were they advanced technology? What was the deal? How they built all that shit, you know?
It is amazing. But I mean, look at like Dubai. They're the biggest skyscraper in the world in Dubai. And think about it, like tons of people made that.
Yeah, bro. In a place where it makes no sense to build something like that, right?
Yeah.
In a desert with sand. Like, they can't even have plumbing for that building that goes underground. They gotta ship waste in and out of that place. It's even more of a crazy feat, also more of an impractical side of it. But then that makes you think of old stories like the Tower of Babel, right?
Yeah.
Where I've seen like theories of people like, if they built it, how high could they build like a ziggurat? And they said they can go to like a mile high with it, but it'd be a huge building.
Fucking
that's
crazy.
what they said, it broke through the clouds, right?
Yeah.
That's the same area of the world at the same kind of time, right? So
Yeah.
I see it in the modern day. I'm like micro to macro. Humans ain't that different, right?
Yeah.
Ain't too much new under the sun.
Yeah.
So we got this Burj Khalifa over here.
Yeah.
It ain't the first one, you know?
Tavra Babel was the OG.
You know what's up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
And what are some projects you got coming out?
So I'm with a band right now called Modern BC. Shout out to the band right now. We got some studio visions going on. We recorded at Trash House Studios. We're releasing our EP coming up. We'll be doing some shows and all that around the Phoenix area. We got DJ Psychopath in the mix. We got my boy Zach on guitar, Matt on guitar, Dwight Dixon on drums. I'm on the mic. I'm the MC, the front man. So yeah, bro, we got some bangers on that. And then my group New Age X, we're working on a new one. We released The Great Disruption last year, so beat that on all platforms that you can stream on. Real soulful, vibey, boom bap, jazz samples. So yeah, man.
I'll definitely check it out. And would you be E.T., a Gremlin, a Troll, SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, Felix the Cat, Betty Boop, a Flintstones, a Jetson, a Smurf, Adventure Time, Regular Show, Simpsons, South Park, or Bonkers character?
I'll be in South Park.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite shows ever, bro. I love that show. I'll just try to be in the side that sees, practical, because this gets ridiculous in that world. But
Yeah, Kenny's pretty funny though.
yeah, I just wouldn't want to be Kenny. Although maybe I would, because he comes back.
Yeah.
He's immortal, so I don't know, but South Park's for sure.
And how can people find you?
So you can find me at Atum Hunter, ATUM_Hunter on IG. You can find me same spelling on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. New Age X, 3 words. X is on its own. It's the variable that we're trying to define.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can find us at New Age X on IG as well. Yeah, pretty much that's what's up. Keep an eye on YouTube too. We got videos dropping. There's lyric videos already out, stuff like that for New Age X. So yeah, that's the best spots right now to keep us out.
Appreciate it, man. It's been excellent. Dreamcatcher, Bar Entertainment. Appreciate
you, man. Thank you.
you.
Been a great talk.
Thank you.